It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got us a major tune-up between playoff-bound franchises. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Titans, under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. Thanks for having us in. Chill in the air. Folks are bundled in the seats and on the field. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, a bit warmer up here in the booth. These cold weather games, Greg, always interesting to watch how it impacts the players down on the field.
Absolutely, and these nights are kind of tricky, Mike, right? It's how much do you want to spend preparing for it, thinking about it, and really letting it almost become like a mental factor leading into the game. But you also have to be prepared. What are you going to wear? How are you going to...
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, a modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Jones motioning here. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Now this time they'll look to throw. To the outside, it's brought it. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Titans have got it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is...
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I mean, what a start to this game throwing the ball. I mean, I don't think the ball's hit the ground yet, Mike. I mean, he's 4 for 4. Now he's got his offense set up here early with first and goal.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. Adams is the motion man. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to get this down to the 10-yard line. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on third and goal? Back to throw. He'll try and get there up, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point is good. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And some good blocking. Springing up a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Up 3rd and 3.
Here's a designed run. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
The Titans sending out their punter. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards with 2 weeks to play. Looking to finish strong and capture the crown. Slot man in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw again. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he'll be taken down.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
He'll look to throw. To the left side, and Adams has it. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now, faking the give. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
20-yard pickup there. 1st down for Tennessee.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Look wide. Get this one complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 4.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll run it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's the Bengals on top. And we're back in Music City after this. They face 2nd down and 7. Adams is the motion man. Quick throw, taken in, and that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Bengals.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now he'll air one out.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's a run. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Makes the score, Bengals 21, Titans nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Going up top. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. No problem there on the extra point. And the Titans get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. As we head into this final stretch of games, take note, he comes into this one leading the NFL in receiving yards. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there for the Bengals. It's a gain of 49.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one caught at the 4. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
The extra point is good. And the Bengals add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Jones motioning here. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Jones motioning here. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Tight end on the move left. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. Extra point attempt still to come. He knocks it through. And the Bengals tack on one more to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A handoff as they try to run it here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bengals offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
Here in the 1st half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. The Bengals will call out the field goal unit. This a 57-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was our visitors who were able to walk away with the road victory. The visitors had too much talent to finish the way they did, as a Week 17 victory can only get them to 6-10 with one game to go. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 35-21, the final score. And one final game to highlight. We wrap things up on Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the LA Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempt.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Titans punting unit comes out to the field, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he's been the man that makes this offense go. Currently number 2 in the NFL in terms of receptions for a wideout. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Quickly to the outside and complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. Now a give up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. That is intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over just shy of midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Titans offense ready to see what they can do. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the Bengals 16-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to the air one more time. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. The kicking team on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Titans are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Going to return this from the 10. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Slot receiver headed right. To the air now on 1st and 10. 2nd down and 3. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
They'll look to throw again. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
At the 2-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 50-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
It's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Throw over the middle. Brought in by Adams. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Now a give on the ground, and it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. A run now on 2nd down. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
There's that man again, another catch. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll look to throw yet again. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Bengals will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Now, faking the give. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. They'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now a run on first down. And a short pickup here, brought down just shy of midfield. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll stick with him again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At their 48-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
On play action, and he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, out comes the punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And slim pickings there to about the 12-yard line. 2nd down and 8. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as the tackle's made at the 23-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. And make that a 5th straight victory, as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Nashville, we say good night, everybody.